A test of emergency response on Fort Drum. As we look at our military matters tonight, police, fire, EMS personnel from Fort Drum and also other local agencies in the community participated in that training exercise on post today. And the goal to assess emergency response and recovery capabilities while also working with the community. Fort Drum had warned that there would be increased activity and some noise throughout the day today on post as they had that drill.